Hey guys, Bigsy here, and welcome to Rare and Collectible PlayStation 4 Games, episode number 4. Before we get started, I just want to give a congratulations to Paul Perry. Paul Perry is our first winner in the PlayStation 3/4 Classic Sleeves giveaway. So Paul, if you're watching, please message me on one of the other social media apps and I'll arrange that prize to be sent to you. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the episode. As you guys might notice, it's really bright. I finally got a light, so it looks amazing. So the first game we are going to talk about is AI, the Somnium Files. Now, something interesting about this is I found out that this game was, at least at EB Games, recalled by Sony. Sony sent EB Games an email telling them to discard all copies. So that's probably going to make this harder to find, at least in the PAL region. I'm not sure about America. And I'm not sure why they wanted copies to be destroyed/discarded. But I am very happy to have it. I believe it will be quite hard to find in the future. So that is AI, the Somnium Files. Next, we're going to talk about a horror game. Here we have Alien Isolation. This is the Ripley edition. Now, the Ripley edition includes all the DLC. It's the best edition to have, and it is the hardest to find. So if you see the Ripley edition, not the Nostradamus edition, which is quite common, this is the one you want to be picking up, guys. Again, that's Alien Isolation, the Ripley edition. Goes the same for the PS3. This version is the one you want to be picking up. Some more Atelier games, guys. Here we have Atelier Lydie and Suelle, the Alchemists and the Mysterious Paintings. This one you can find for around the $40 to $50 mark. And there are a few on eBay, at least in Australia. I believe it's not too hard to find in America as well. But yeah, definitely all the Atelier games, guys. If you see these in the wild, definitely pick them up. As long as they're not too unreasonably priced. They're always going to be collectible games down the line. Yeah, this next one, in particular in America, is very expensive. This is Atelier Lulua, the Ocean of Ireland. You can get this one in Australia for around $50. However, copies in America go between $1 and $150, which is absolutely crazy right now. So if you see this one, guys, definitely pick it up. Again, that's Atelier Lulua, the Ocean of Ireland. I got about 3 left in my Atelier set, so you'll be seeing more in the upcoming videos, hopefully. Next, we have Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I actually picked up this game today, guys. I was waiting to pick it up before the episode. It's one I've been after for a long time. And knowing how hard this was to find, I definitely think it's going to be very hard to find in the future. Considering it's already hard to find. At the moment, it's going for $28 in Australia at EB Games, so you might be able to get a copy there. That is Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I believe Limited Run might have even done this originally, but it did get a physical release. Here we have Cyberdimension Neptunia for Godness Online. Shout out to Sean for getting me this one. I don't see it in the wild very often. Like most of these games you're going to see today, they are JRPGs. I'm not just showing you JRPGs because I like JRPGs. I'm showing you JRPGs because they are very collectible games. Just look at the PlayStation 1, the 2, even the 3 now. Most of the JRPGs on the system are very expensive games these days. They're very collectible. The PS4 ones aren't at that point right now, so you want to be picking them up now while they're cheap, guys, while you can still find them before they do become $100, $150 games, and then they're just unattainable. So here we have Cyberdimension Neptunia for Godness Online. I already never see this one in the wild, so I can only imagine how hard it's going to be to find in the future. I did pick up another Danganronpa game, guys. So here we have Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload. It does feature 2 games on this pack. Like all Danganronpa games, they're very hard to find already, guys. So they're only going to be harder to find in the future. So if you see any of these games in the wild, definitely pick them up. Of course, they're NIS America games. They are, however, getting a Switch re-release. So hopefully that lowers the price of the Vita and the PS4 versions. It's unlikely, but it may happen. Next we have the Dead Island Definitive Edition. Shout out to David for the tip on this one. This was quite hard to find. I did get a copy though. There aren't many copies online. This is the best edition to have of Dead Island, guys. It includes 2 complete games and all the DLC. So here we have the Dead Island Definitive Edition. The horror game, I believe this will be pretty collectible in the future. Moving on, another one. You guys gave me the tip on this one, so shout out to Jared. We have Dying Light, the following, the Enhanced Edition. Now, this particular edition's the one that's going to be quite collectible in the future. Already, they go for around $40 on eBay if you can find them. I believe there's only one right now in Australia, which, in terms of PS4, if there's only one in Australia on eBay, that's a pretty hard game to find. Pretty uncommon game. Where, like, some JRPGs, for example, will have 50 listings. And they're ones that you probably don't see in the shops too often. Yes, I was actually really surprised when I looked up Dying Light the following and I only seen one listing. Sold listings around the $40 mark. So, being a horror game, I think this in the future will be quite collectible, guys. Now, here's another one I rarely see in the wild. It is Ghostbusters. I see this maybe once or twice. You never see more than one copy at a store. So I believe it was only EB Games. I don't think stores got more than one copy. I'm not sure about other regions, but in Australia I rarely ever see this. I think Ghostbusters, after the new movie, will become quite a expensive game. It already is quite hard to find. Now, the next series, I'm missing the first one. I do have the second and the third to show you guys. So here we have God Eater 2, Rage Burst. Being an anime-inspired, like, monster hunting game, I believe this will be quite collectible in the future, guys. All these type of games tend to have a really good fan base and they hold their price. This one includes the map or a poster. So that one is God Eater 2, Rage Burst. I do occasionally see this in the shops. Usually pretty expensive. It has dropped in price recently. You never see more than one copy in a store, so it's definitely going to be an uncommon game in the future. And here we have the sequel, God Eater 3. I only picked this one up yesterday. It finally dropped in price to $28. It's always been really expensive, so I'm glad to pick it up for a good price. I don't think it'll get any cheaper in my opinion. So if you see this one under $30, I'd grab it, guys. I do need to get the first God Eater game. I don't see it anymore. I missed my chance on that one, I guess. And yeah, now it's become hard to find, so I would say number 2 and 3 will follow trends of number 1 and also disappear from stores soon and become pretty hard to find. There we have God Eater number 3. Now here we have one I'm certainly speculating on, and that is the Jackbox Party Pack. I know a lot of people that are finding this hard to find in America. Me personally, I have 2 games left. The Australian PAL set for the PS3, that's one of them. There are a few PS4 copies online. I do believe there weren't many printed though, so I believe in the future this will be quite a hard game to find, especially for complete collectors, guys. So if you are going for a complete PS4 set, I would be picking up the Jackbox Party Pack sooner rather than later. Wish I did for the PS3. I do own a UK copy, just not the Australian one. Now this next game is similar to the last one. It again directly relates to my PS3 experience, and that is Le Tour de France Season 4 2014. I've owned a few copies of this, but they were very, very hard to find. The original copy I bought was a UK copy. It took me a long time to get for the PS3. I then tried to find an Australian PAL copy. It took me pretty much a year. When I found this PS4 copy for $14, I knew that I had to grab it. There actually aren't any on eBay in Australia. That should just say how uncommon this is. Being a sports game, you'd expect this to be flooded on eBay. So if you see the Le Tour de France games for a good price, guys, I definitely pick them up. They're sport games, but I believe they're pretty hard to find, and they're definitely going to hold their value in the future. I actually really enjoy these games myself, so there's that too. Now, shout out to another one of you guys. Shout out to James for helping. Sorry, to Jason for helping on this one. Here we have The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4, the Frontline Edition. This is already a very expensive game. I do not see it lowering in price, only seeing it maintain its value. It's a very good game. It's very highly acclaimed, and it's got a big fan base. Of course, it's already number 4, and this series isn't very old, and it's an NIS America game. These games have got soundtracks. So it doesn't have a soundtrack. It's got a really thick manual. So that's awesome for a PS4 game. You just don't see that anymore. And it also has a bonus DVD. So it's a really nice pack, guys. This is definitely one you want for the collection. And it is Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. I still need Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2 for the PS4, but I do have 3 and 4 now. So that's pretty cool. So the final game I'm going to talk to you guys about is another JRPG. Surprise, surprise. But this one in particular, the slipcover version is the one that you want to look out for. So there's 4 EB game stores in my city. Each of them had one copy of this. It was like $90 or something, but only one store actually had the slipcover. They're all selling it for the same price. So that is Neptunia Virtual Stars. And here is the slipcover. Weirdly enough, they are different ratings, which makes no sense. You've got MA and M. Pretty funny. But yeah, you want to look out for this slipcover, the Day 1 edition, I believe. This will be very hard to find in the future, guys. It's a very nice slipcover. It's got like a sealed box. Regardless, if you see this game in the wild under $50, I definitely pick it up. All Neptunia games seem to hold their price. Yeah, so that was Neptunia Virtual Stars for the PS4. So here's all the games we spoke about today, guys. If you own any of these already, let me know. If any you're after already, or if you do want to get any after seeing this video, be sure to let me know. If there's any games you guys want to suggest, if you've been watching the series, please throw them in the comments. I do read every comment, so if you do suggest a game, you might see it in a video. That'd be really cool. Thanks for all the support on this series, guys. It's inspired me to keep collecting for the PS4. I'm pretty serious into it now. I've got a big list I want to get of games, not just for my collection, but to show you guys. Some I'm having real trouble finding, so they'll be really good to talk about in the future. Excuse me. We do have one giveaway pack left, so be sure to check out my previous video with giveaway in the title. You can win yourself a 25 pack of PlayStation 3 or 4 protective sleeves from Retro Protect. These are amazing sleeves. They're the best I've ever used, and you guys can win a free sample for yourself. So it doesn't cost anything. You just have to comment in that certain video, like it, and subscribe to my channel. Click and subscribe. If you do that, that'd be awesome, guys. We're almost at 1,500 subs. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of the light, it looks much better. I enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next week for another garage sale. Peace.